Hello Scorpio North Notes. Thank you all so much for coming for your monthly update reading. So I hope you are doing good. My name is Adjwoa, the mystical deity. And so let's look at what's going on. Alright. So for you guys, what I'm seeing that is unfolding this month ahead for you guys is, there's a major 6th chakra awakening happening for a lot of you. And because of the 6th chakra awakening, there's a lot of balancing that is happening, balancing of these energies within yourself, which is the masculine and the feminine energies coming together and working in a cohesive way. Okay, some of you are going through anxieties, serious anxiety, worrying about your finances and your stability and your life in general. But I feel like for some minute of you, you're going through anxiety and stress and all that stuff, connecting to the chakra awakening that you're going through. Because sometimes, it happens in so many different ways for different people. When you're going through such a major, third eye awakening, it does so much, to your lower chakras, and it makes you feel awkward. Sometimes you just extremely anxious. Sometimes you can't sleep. Sometimes you can't stop thinking. That's some of the stuff that you deal with. You go through a lot of pain because you're facing a lot of your woes, a lot of your negative stuff, and seeing what you're doing wrong, and that can cause great anxiety too for you when you're going through a third eye chakra awakening. It could be connected to the awakening, or it could be that some of you just literally have some issues that you are very anxious about and going through some sort of stress and pain about it. Okay, so either way, I feel like things are going to balance out. Some of you may be getting a new job, or going through some form of divorce or breakup, or signing a contract to something even greater and better in your life. So it could be any of those elements that are happening here. Either way, I feel like what's hidden is that this is a karmic completion coming to an end for you. A cycle of your life is wrapping up, and you are stepping into a space where you're gonna have to make a lot of efforts to move you forward, because like I already said, like this could be a breakup for some of you guys because there is a big change happening in your relationship. So like I said, you may be getting divorced, or you may be actually getting married. It could be negative or positive here, because the energy is you signing some form of contract. So whichever one that is working here, it's good. But I feel like I feel more compared to say that it's a negative cycle that is coming to an end because of the anxiety and the pain that I feel from looking at the beginning cards. Okay, whatever it is, it's a karmic completion. So it is some hard stuff that is wrapping up for you, and all you need to do is just stay focused and make an effort to move forward and just overcome the situation here. Okay, now what you need to know is that Mars is heavy influence on you. Okay, and it's part of your destiny life, so your destiny path. So what I'm saying here is that Mars is a fighting spirit. It's a warrior that's always prepared ahead of the game. Mars has got its intuition on point. It's got all the tools necessary to take out any opposition, anything that is there to fight you and to stop you from doing what you need to attain, to protect yourself and to move you through the jungle of this life. So it's the fighting spirit. It's the strong energy and vitality and that force that comes and holds you dear to things that you truly want to accomplish. This is the energy that pushes you to act, even when you think you can't act. It's that fighting warrior energy, and that is what you have working for you, because it controls Scorpio. And Scorpio being your North Node means that you have heavy mass influence, which means you're someone that is here to do, action oriented, be filled with so much fire and movement and enthusiasm and passion, and ready to fight anything that's going to stop you from attaining your goals to make it happen. So that is the energy here. Okay, that's what I'm seeing, is the fighting force that moves you forward. Okay, now I'm also seeing that, you know, Capricorn is very essential. You know, Capricorns may be positive energy for you to help you to move forward. They could be good people that you can do business with. They could be people that, you know, are there with you, that can show you the way and the ropes of making things happen. You know, very hard working, workaholic kind of energy as well is the Capricorn. You know, Capricorn is very career oriented and focused, and so these are the energies that you need to be incorporating. Or this person is very helpful to you, right? You need to make sure that you are on point on the things that you're doing in your career and where you want to go in your life. Okay, I'm also seeing that you have Jupiter, big influence in your life. Okay, and Jupiter is all about expanding whatever you're doing. So if you're doing something negative, Jupiter is going to expand it. That's why you can become an addict in anything, because if wherever Jupiter is placed, you're likely to go the opposite direction, not just the positive direction. You know, people just only look at Jupiter as a blessing, but Jupiter will expand anything, whatever house it's in, you know, and make it fruitful and make it big. So if you're an alcoholic, if you have heavy Jupiter in a placement that makes you an alcoholic, you're going to be an alcoholic. You drink to a stupor. So you have to understand that this energy is very powerful. I don't know where it's placed in everybody's charts, but I know that it's heavy influence in your destiny path. So understand that whatever you want to use this element for, this expansion, this blessing, this lucky streak, this high mind, it's also spiritual energy, which is all about spiritual teachers and all that stuff as well. You need to use it to your advantage, not to your detriment. Okay, so that's stuff that you need to understand here. Okay, I'm also seeing that, you know, the obstacle that you're facing, my Scorpio North Nodes, is that a lot of times you go through some emotional upheavals and changes that pushes you to want to give up on yourself, but you can't give up on yourself. You can't walk away from things that you've been working so hard on. You need to see things through to the end, whatever you've started. Okay, because there's a big completion that is happening for you. You're completing a cycle, obviously, and so you need to stand firm, and you need to not give up on yourself and not let, you know, certain obstacles hold you back. Okay, you may need to readjust certain plans. You may need to take different routes, but never stop. Never stop. You know, so that's what you need to do. You need to stay firm and have that fighting Mars energy, that spirit that's never giving up on self or anything that they stand for, that they fight for, right? And you already have that. You are incorporating that. That's why your soul is working on that. So you need to understand that you need to be patient with yourself, and, you know, temper justice with mercy, and also take things slowly and calmly, and, you know, even tempered, just like the temperance. Some of you need healing, and some of you need to have, you know, a calm energy that allows things to unfold naturally and smoothly without stressing yourself out and doing things in the extreme. So that is, you know, kind of what you need to be doing. Be patient with yourself. All right, allow things to unfold, because things are going to start happening for you very quickly, very soon. You start getting information, and you'll be able to do what you need to do. You start knowing what you need to know to be able to move forward. But meanwhile, you need to balance your energies out. You need to calm yourself down and know the way forward. All right. Okay, I'm also seeing here that what you need to be focusing on at this time is continuously to have faith, like I already said, to have hope, and know that there is miracles and support, spiritual support for you. By you having faith, in the spiritual process, in the situation that your destiny is what put into you. Surrender to the divine and allow the process to unfold nicely, right? The destiny helper that you have here is that the spirits want you to realize that you're being tested. I think it's so beautiful when I get this card because it kind of gives you heads up, and it's a way of them trying to be nice to you and give you some breaks. By you realizing that you're being tested, it helps you to not change your mind. It helps you to not walk away, right? If your commitment to any situation that you have going for you is not being tested, it doesn't get tested, how are we going to know you're going to stick with it? How are we going to know, like I'm talking from the universe perspective, how are we going to know that you're not going to give up on it and we're going to make things happen for you and you're just going to waste it? So the universe has this way of testing you to make sure that this is exactly what you want. You're going to do what you say you're going to do. You're going to stick with the program and have your soldier mentality, your fighting spirit, fighting through the negativities. Because you know what? Honestly, and we all know this, nothing is cut dry straight. Everything is crooked somehow. So everything is always going to come with its strings, always going to come with its negativity. It is our job to fight through it. It is our job to stay firm. It is our job to see things through. How bad do you want this? That's the bottom line here. How bad do you want whatever it is you're trying to accomplish in your life? All right, and you're being told that it's gaining a positive, light. It's moving in the right direction. All you gotta do is to not fall back to your old tendencies of doing things. In your case, it will be, falling back to tourist traits. Okay, so whatever you're doing, do not go back on yourself. Keep doing things you've never done before. Keep pushing yourself and pushing your limits. Don't fall for the south node. Don't fall for what you already know how to do. You already know how to do that. Move past that. Else, nothing will change, right? So that's the way forward here. And those are your destiny helpers. To not look back. To not look back and fall back to what's comfortable and what you're used to doing. All right? So the overall advice that the Spirit guides have for you is that they want you to remember that your thoughts are creating your reality. I think that's straightforward, to the point, and so this makes things more clearer for you. And I will definitely see you all next month for your next update reading. I hope this has brought you some way forward. All right, bye.